Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see, the UMass Minutemen taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the game. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UMass offense will start this game off. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down, UMass.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a gap. It's off. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. UMass will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they got him down at the 23. So Michigan State's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are...
Can anyone catch him? He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, it's the ball.
Incomplete on 3rd. The Spartans will punt this one away.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
The Minutemen going back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did, and David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
I don't want to be right.
Trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Okay,
He
come
puts
on.
him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They're going to ride this running back.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Wants to throw on second down. On the move, he fires.
Oh, my goodness.
Boom. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust.
And they're on him.
Mama said knock you out. I'm going to knock you out.
His defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Gets it to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Pressure coming.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. And they did just that.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
Will you catch the ball?
Dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Breaks the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Spartans. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The UMass offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Looking down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy.
Oh, look at that.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to bully that way.
You ain't going nowhere.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Paula, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The UMass offense returns to the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They're bringing heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out. You'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six.
Hucker.
Touchdown, Sparty.
Buck Hucker.
How efficient have they been?
His name is Buck Hucker.
This lead here in week 5. Look, a lot of time
Buck.
left.
Like Uncle Buck. Hucker.
Distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week.
I don't know, but just make a play. Just make a play like he did.
You make the play.
He's fast.
In that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He made a play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Texas. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs and QBs, you want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Fires to the wideout.
Another
And
one.
here's the 3rd interception of the night. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. He is smashing people. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line.
Oh, get in the end zone.
Nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Get in the end zone.
There's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality.
Into the end zone he goes.
Oh, he got in.
Touchdown, Spartans.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UMass offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after the
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
Go get in the end zone. Get in the end zone. Get in the end. Oh.
They capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they take it in for 6 more points. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. 35. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
I never thought of that.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Great teacher.
Lovely.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop.
Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions.
Yep, a week worth of training, you're good to go. You don't have to have a degree.
Do a much better job with his decision.
That's changed.
The UMass offense returns to the field. Pocket starts to collapse. Man, that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll leave it with the lone back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to pass. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it inside the 25. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the option. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Line getting set on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. On the move, it's Cook. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
You always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Oh, he wants it all. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a
He caught the ball.
down.
Why are we reviewing this?
They buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Using the quick game. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Sparty. And the stomping has commenced. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
You're talking about July 3 weeks.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Because of 4th of July.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah,
we've always gone where if we've always gone with if I'm taking hours from you, I'm giving hours back. If there's a trade, it's not like I'm going to take 3 days here and you're SOL.
As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Jukes his way for more. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. The offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play.
What are you doing, Anna?
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tagged.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The run from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. They stripped it out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Going for it all. And he's got it at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
On a little time, lets it go. Makes his connection. Push down for the tackle.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Touchdown, Spartans! And the beatdown has ensued.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Yeah, you could. You
He'll
don't want to do that.
From inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
We going to Santa Club tomorrow?
The UMass offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they
Are we doing that when Gabby gets home?
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced.
Oh, that's right.
And ready to go.
That's right. You did say. So that makes sense.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something to win, then this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time he's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver to create enough separation to create a positive game.
Makes a catch down the right side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And there was some eye contact going on there on that last play. Press man coverage. The receiver was looking at his guy like, please throw this up for me. You know we got this one. I'm going to beat this guy at the line of scrimmage and make a play. Quarterback, there was no doubt where he was going with it. That's just 2 guys being on the same page.
So that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
I don't know how to do it.
Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Yeah. I would cut my finger off.
To the ground with the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
It's complete to the left. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. And I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And to christen this 4th quarter, they'll try to hang a 3 on the board. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this 4th quarter. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Michigan State has the ball.
Allow your students to bring extra money. Due to, we will be there at 9 o'clock in the morning and won't be back to school till 3. Okay?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I do remember Jenny talking about that.
Bye-bye.
The ballpark food does tend to be real pricey.
When's the girls' last day of school?
The offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. They'll try the outside to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Might be looking to run. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. They're testing the right side here. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. He finds his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Oh, he got loose. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the option. Now the toss. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
And a nice job by the offense in picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He got it. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Am I annoying?
Get anything going on this
Am I funny?
It better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires to the big fella. And he runs through
one
tackle and picks up a few. UMass will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. He'll be guided out of...
Feel what?
Oh, I saw it was like 52.
It is 53. Yeah.
For a nifty return on that one. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown.
Well, it should kill. This team is really bad.
No doubt, Maurice. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds the man on the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snags it! Touchdown, Michigan State! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw.
Ooh, catch the ball.
He picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. With the catch, it's Shaw. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his punch.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Now on second down. They keep attacking through the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Do I need to go down there?
I've already talked to him.
I'm giving him his money.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Looking deep. And it's caught inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a
I'm disappointed that I let them have three.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.